Todd Chrisley opens up about emotional reunion with family after prison release. After spending over 2 years behind bars, Todd and Julie Chrisley are finally back home, and the emotional toll of their absence has been deeply felt by their children, especially their youngest son, Grayson. The stars of Chrisley Knows Best appeared on My View with Lara Trump on Saturday, June 28, to reflect on their journey, their incarceration, and the raw, emotional reunion with their family. Todd, now 56, revealed one of the most poignant moments following their May 28 release, their 19-year-old son Grayson asking to sleep in the same room with them. The request, filled with fear and vulnerability, left a lasting impression on the couple. "He came in and he said, 'Can I sleep with you tonight?' I said, 'You can,'" Todd shared. "He was scared we'd be taken away again." The Chrisleys were convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion in 2022. In June of that year, Todd received a sentence of 12 years in prison with 16 months of probation, while Julie was sentenced to 7 years with the same probation period. The couple began serving their sentences in January 2023 and were apart for the entire 28 months. They were finally reunited after receiving a full pardon from President Trump, a decision that shocked many and brought immense relief to the Chrisley family. Grayson, who remained in the care of his older sister Savannah during his parents' incarceration, opened up about how deeply their absence affected him. "The best part is really just being together," he said. "You take those times for granted when they are home, and then when you realize one day it could be there and the next day it's not, it means just a little bit more." Savannah, 26, also reflected on her younger brother's emotional vulnerability. "The first night he said, 'I'm scared to go to sleep because I feel like I'm just going to wake up in the morning and they're not going to be here,'" she recalled. The two siblings, who are 9 years apart, share a particularly close bond. "Grayson's always said, 'I have 2 moms, because we're so close. We've always been attached at the hip,'" Savannah explained. "He thought I saved him, but in reality he saved me. Going through this together has been such a whirlwind. The past 2 years were incredibly difficult for the entire family, but none more so than Todd and Julie." Todd described his first night in prison as gut-wrenching. "When the lights went out, I literally cried myself to sleep because it was the first time Julie and I had ever been away from each other since we got married," he said. "I'd never not been in the house when my kids woke up in the morning or when they went to bed at night. It broke me." Though Todd was able to maintain some communication with his children during his time in prison, his separation from Julie was absolute. For nearly 2.5 years the couple had no contact, no letters, no phone calls, nothing. "I could at least talk to my kids," Todd said. "But I had no contact with Julie. That silence was the hardest part." When the couple was finally reunited, the moment was overwhelming. Julie said it was surreal, while Todd described it in spiritual terms. "I think for me I was never away from her because she was in my spirit the entire time," he shared. "I thought of her every second of my day. So when I hugged her the first time, it was like I was home in my heart." Now that the Chrisleys are finally home, the healing process is beginning, and for the family, simply being together is the greatest gift of all. Their story serves as a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, love, family, and faith can provide strength, resilience, and ultimately redemption. As the Chrisleys work to rebuild their lives, they continue to rely on the unshakable bonds they share. Their journey is far from over, but they now face the future together, with gratitude in their hearts and a renewed appreciation for the time they have with one another.